To prove to Mario that Greeks can do pasta better than Italians. Challenge accepted. And how will Michael use up all your spring favorites in this roasted chicken supper? Plus, just a spoonful of gin will help this refreshing drink go down. This is just one of Clinton's favorite things. And it all starts right now on The Chew.
With the best recipes who wanted to compete against one of us in a cook-off. Today, our viewer is going to compete against our very own chef, Mario Batali. Let's meet Sophia. She's a busy mom of two who takes no prisoners in the kitchen. Watch this.
My name's Sophia, and I'm from Jericho, Long Island. I'm a stay-at-home mom of two gorgeous little girls with a full-time obsession for cooking. My great-grandma had spices running through her veins, and she passed it all along to me. I've got a pasticcio recipe that can rival anything Mario might make. See you soon, Batali.
All right, let's meet Sophia. Welcome to the show, Sophia.
Thank you for having me.
Why do you think your dish is good enough to beat Mario Batali?
Well, aside from my Greekness being your weakness, I have taken my grandmother's recipe and I have tweaked it, I have added, I have perfected it beyond measure, and I really feel like this is the one dish that could definitely take you down.
All right.
Absolutely.
Paradise City where the grass is
All right, what do you make for Mario to compete with this?
Whatever I can come up with. I have no idea.
All right.
I've already lost.
All right, Sophia, you need to get into our prep kitchen, actually. You don't have time to sit. You can start cooking in the prep kitchen. So you get started. Sophia and Mario will go head-to-head later in the show. But first, Michael will be making a pan-roasted chicken with a few of his favorite ingredients. Don't go away. Our viewer Sophia is preparing a Greek pasticcio she claims to have perfected. And in this corner, Iron Chef Mario Batali is making his Italian-style pasticcio. The winner gets eternal bragging rights and the coveted chewer versus viewer trophy. Oh, yes. Our judges are food writer extraordinaire, an ambassador of tastiness, and an editor at the New York Times, Sam Sifton. Plus, we have two studio audience members, Becky and Christina. Sophia, Chef Batali, let's do this.
All right, Sophia, I know you were trash talking, but I don't think it was trash because this is looking delicious. Tell us about your dish.
All right, so what we have cooking in here, we've got some lamb, which we've seasoned the lamb with some cinnamon, some allspice, and some oregano. All right, so we want to get that flavor in there. We really want it to absorb into the meat. Yeah, there's some garlic in here with some onions finely chopped. Now what we're going to do is I need my Greek comrade here to chop up some tomatoes.
Okay.
We're going to start adding that very soon. What I also have here is some chopped up apricots, which is not typically found in regular pasticcio.
Oh, no, that's enough.
And yeah, just add a little bit of extra texture in there. And I've also got some honey to break up the acidity from the tomatoes because we're using fresh tomatoes. So I just wanted to add that in there. It just gives like an extra mellow flavor to it. And if you could smell this right now, we've got all these spices going. It is smelling really, really good.
Wow, it smells fantastic.
So,
Now, do we add this stuff now? Or the tomato paste now? Or do
we could add the tomato paste now. There we go. Start adding that in, and we can start chopping up those tomatoes.
Yes,
and
tomatoes.
Because we need a little bit of
Some liquid in there.
some liquid in there.
Okay, and then you're going to put all that together, and then tell me about the sauce that you have just to
All right, so at the same time, now we've also boiled ziti too, because there's going to be some ziti going in there. Over here we have a bechamel sauce, which basically I start off by making a roux with some goat's butter, which typically Greece will just use regular butter, but I feel like the goat butter has like a little bit of an extra flavor. And then, so we're going to build our roux, and I'm going to add a little bit, obviously, the milk, and let that thicken up. We're adding some fresh nutmeg in there. And also, we're adding some fresh Parmesan and cassetti, which in essence is like a Greek cheddar. Yeah, it's a nice hard Greek cheese. It's got a bite to it, and it really gives this dish like an extra flavor.
It's going to be magical, Carl.
check in with Mario Vitale on this side. NB, tell us what's going on over here.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven, Sophia? You're making a dish that I want to eat. That sounds exactly right. Mine over here, however, is also pretty delicious. I'm making a pasticcio.
You can sell it better than that.
No. I'm going where I'm going. So we took a little beautiful cubes of parmacotto.
Okay.
I've sauteed that in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and it gets a little sticky on the bottom, which is what we love. Then we take some mirepoix, onions, carrots, and celery, and we stir that around, being careful to make sure that we put a little salt on it so it starts to sweat out, and also remove...
The overfond is a dangerous thing. Meanwhile, over here, that honey, I'm pretty excited about.
All right, well, let's see. We'll find out whether or not Mario Vitale had too much fond or not right after this break. One of these days, our judge's favorite. Don't go away. Challenge Mario Vitale to a cook-off. The winner gets bragging rights plus the coveted Chewer versus Viewer trophy. Our judges are food writer and New York Times editor Sam Sifton, plus two audience members, Becky and Christina. Okay, so Sophia, what's poppin' with your pasticcio down there?
Wow, over here we've got our pasticcio all set up in our little ramekins here. After we added the eggs to the bechamel to thicken it up, we poured that on top of the pasta and the lamb mixture that we mixed together, and we're just ready to serve it on up.
Oh, man, it looks delicious.
Go for it.
All right, so judges, you have tasted Sophia's dish. All right, what do you think? I'll start with you down there at the end. Becky, thoughts?
Well, Sophia, I love the apricots. I think that really brings out the lamb, so kudos on that. Thank you.
Great. All right, Sam?
I was right about that honey. It's a secret ingredient that I love. Terrific job.
Thank you.
All right, and Christina?
It's just awesome. The layers of the spices give it so much warmth and depth. Delicious.
Thank you.
Unanimous raves there, all right. Judges, please start tasting Mario's Italian-style pasticcio. And Mario, why don't you tell us what you did to finish this off?
So I cooked my my ziti rigati. I tossed them in the ricotta with a little bit of the pasta water to loosen up. Then I threw it into the sauce. And just for the record to show Sam, there is no scorchy marks on the bottom. The phone was exactly removed.
Did I lower corner?
Exactly. And then we tossed the whole thing together with the sauce. I coated it with, I tossed in the caciocavallo that Daphne had cut into 1-inch cubes. Tossed the whole thing together, tossed it in the oven just for a few minutes because it was already still hot. Grated a little Parmigiano Reggiano over it. You just do the king of cheeses and we serve it up just like this. And take that, Sophia.
Really looks beautiful. All right, so judges, how did Mario do? And Becky, I'll start with you again.
Mario, I love the fact that you kept it simple with the tomatoes and with the addition of the wine. Excellent.
Okay. Sam?
But was it too simple?
Says. Are you going to elaborate on that, Sam?
I am not.
Okay, all right, Christina.
Mario, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was zesty, and I felt like I was being nurtured by a home-style cook.
Oh, he's so nurturing. That's Mario Vitale. All right, well,
And you're so much more beautiful than Sam.
Well, this sounds pretty close, except for with Sam. Judges, please raise a paddle one at a time for the person you think should win today's Chewer versus Viewer competition. Becky, Sophia, Sam, Christina, Chewer versus Viewer continues tomorrow with Carla Hall. Up next, one of my favorite things, cocktails. Don't go away.